Welcome back, my armchair tourists. Today we are visiting the city of Okinawa, Japan. The city of Okinawa is Japan's southernmost island. The city is the second largest city on the island and is known as the Japanese form of the tropics, so many tourists flock to this area. It's known for its sandy beaches and luscious forests with mountainous valleys. Okinawa diet is low in calories and fat, but high in carbs, although it might not be the carbs that you and I may first think of. These carbs include starches from vegetables such as sweet potatoes, primarily purple sweet potatoes. However, due to the lower mainland availability, we can only get orange sweet potatoes. Although as much of the Okinawa diet that we can implement into our lives, there are many other aspects that lead to this region of the world living drastically longer lifespans. One of those is that they experience a significantly reduced amount of stress. This comes from since when they are the age of 5, they're put into social circles called a moai. These moais meet weekly to discuss what's happening in their lives, and when they become of age, they drink sake to relax and have a form of community. Another aspect of the Okinawan diet is the 80% rule. This is where they only eat until they're 80% full, as the last 20% of hunger is deemed not necessary. This ensures that they're getting the proper nutrients that they need, meanwhile not overeating. Another key aspect of the Okinawan diet is the implementation of herbs and spices. This includes jasmine tea, which is found at many meals, as well as the spice turmeric. Turmeric contains many naturally occurring phytochemicals, known as curcuminoids. These have antioxidants and anti-inflammatory powers that have been linked to helping not only prevent but also cure diseases such as arthritis, diabetes, and obesity. Now for today's exciting part, we are going to get started cooking. On today's agenda, we have turmeric tofu with roasted sweet potato and bamboo shoot stir fry. Let's get started. We'll need 1 orange sweet potato, some olive oil, 1 cup of rice, some soy sauce, some rice wine vinegar, 1 can of sliced bamboo shoots, 1 350-gram package of extra firm tofu, 4 large carrots that are sliced, 1/4 teaspoon of paprika and chili powder, and 1 teaspoon of turmeric. 1.5 cups of water and some salt. And finally, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. And with just that, you can live a longer, healthier, happier life. You're going to begin by preheating your oven to 425 degrees. So I'm going to start by making 1 cup of rice. I'm cooking it according to my package directions, which is 1 cup of rice to 1.5 cups of water. We're going to put this on the stove to boil, and we'll see you later. While we're waiting for the rice to boil, we're going to start now by drizzling our orange sweet potatoes with about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. We're now going to toss this sweet potatoes in the olive oil so they all get coated, and then we're going to sprinkle a little bit of sea salt on top. Now we're just going to sprinkle with a pinch of salt. And we're going to pop those into the oven for 15 minutes. Now that the rice is boiling, we're going to turn to a low simmer, cover, and cook for 30 minutes. So now we're going to combine the chili powder and the paprika in with the turmeric and we're gonna mix. To start cooking our carrot and bamboo shoot stir-fry mix, I have about a tablespoon of olive oil just heating up in a pan over a medium flame, and I'm gonna add the carrots. These are gonna saute for about 10 minutes. So our sweet potatoes just came out of the oven after about 15 minutes, so we're gonna give them a quick toss and then we're gonna pop them back into the oven for another 15 minutes. Just before the carrots are about soft, so about 10 minutes, we're gonna add in the sliced bamboo shoot and cook for another 5 to 10 minutes. For the tofu, I have about 2 tablespoons of olive oil heating up on a pan over medium heat, and now we're just gonna pour in the tofu and we're gonna spread it out so that it's a single layer. We're gonna add about half of the spices. You wanna make sure to not put too much, as we still have to put some when we flip it, so only use about half and just evenly sprinkle it around the tofu. Then we're gonna cook the tofu for about 2 minutes and then we will flip it and sprinkle with the rest of the spices. So to the stir-fry vegetables, now that they're about cooked and have a nice golden brown color to them, we're gonna add a tablespoon each of rice wine vinegar, soy sauce, and brown sugar. And we're going to mix this all up and continuously stir, careful to not let it burn. So now that I've flipped the tofu after cooking for about 2 to 3 minutes on one side, I'm just going to sprinkle in the remainder of the spices. And so we started with a bed of rice, and then we layered on our sweet potatoes, our stir-fried vegetables, and now we're going to finish by placing on some tofu pieces, and there you have your completed meal. As always, the recipe and all the ingredients and measurements will be listed in the description box down below. And I hope you enjoyed watching this recipe video and a little bit about Okinawa, Japan, and I hope to catch you next time.